Hey, Coach Colin Castello here with ShotMechanics Basketball, and welcome to another edition of the Shot Mechanic, brought to you by the UpMygame app. So as you probably know, I've partnered with the UpMygame app, and it's a really cool coaching app where you can upload a video of yourself shooting, and then coaches like me can go in and kind of critique and tell you what you need to do to fix your jumper to hit more shots immediately. So in today's edition of the Shot Mechanic, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a video from the UpMygame app where I did a personal coaching session for somebody just like you. Now the reason why we're doing this is a lot of times players have the same mistakes, right? I pretty much correct the same things over and over and over again. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video, think about your own jumper, and see if you're making some of the same mistakes. And if you haven't, go ahead and click the link down below and check out the UpMygame app in the iOS App Store. And you can follow me at ShotMechanics inside the app because I'm gonna be posting all sorts of kind of cool tips, tricks, and things that I'm not gonna do on the YouTube channel. So you're definitely gonna wanna check that out. All right, so let's jump right into it. And remember, think about your own jumper. What's up, my man, Coach Colin here. And I think your assessment is dead on accurate. So as I look at the ball, coming up into your shot right here, very true. I think you're getting to your set point too early, right? So you're getting up by your forehead while your legs are still real bent. So number one, great assessment there. So generally what you want to do is you just want to delay that set point a little bit, right? So it's first getting to your head right here. Now there's a couple different ways to do that. One thing I do notice is how that as you cock the ball up right here, notice how you try to get your hand behind the ball really early in the shot. So your hand gets right behind the ball right about here. Now, a lot of coaches will tell you that's what you want to do, but sometimes what that does is that speeds up the action of your motion a little bit. So what ends up happening is you bring your arm in, and then so by stepping in, now you create like all this sort of tension down in your shoulder, hips area, and then so it makes it hard to delay that action like we want to do. So one thing you can try is catching the ball with your hand on the outside of the basketball. So it's like on the side of the basketball. If you'll notice, that's something that Stephen Curry does. That's something that James Harden does. Even Kyrie Irving does it from time to time. And what ends up happening is because your wrist isn't behind the ball right when you bring it up, it allows your wrist to rotate under the ball once it gets to right about here, and then your motion's gonna be a little bit more delayed because of it. So that's generally the number one thing I recommend, is try moving your hand to the side of the ball and then rotating it around, or what I call the palm rotation, to get it there. So that's one thing that can help out quite a bit. Another thing that'll help out is trying to do your footwork early. So notice that as the pass comes out right here, that you're just starting your step in, so you're going pop, pop. Now because of that, you're already starting your motion as your second foot is, boom, just getting ready to plant into the ground, right? Instead, try to start your footwork earlier so that you're stepping your first step right about now into it, and then you're stacking your second step is sticking into the ground as you're making contact with the basketball. Because if you can do that, you're already using your momentum and your rhythm to generate into your shot, whereas right now you've got this extra time for the ball to kind of hang around in your hands and you feel like you got to do something with it. So that's one thing that can actually help out quite a bit, is if you try to catch early, and instead of catch 1-2, be stepping, so right here you'd already have one foot planted and the second one would be coming down on the catch. And I think that would help you out quite a bit. Other than that, as I take a look at your form, I think it's coming along really nicely. It's looking pretty darn smooth. One thing I'd maybe consider is adding a little extra tilt to your left foot. It looks like you've kind of got quite a bit of, kind of tension going here in your shoulder and elbow. And since you got a real nice turn with your right foot, it seems like maybe if you had a little turn with the left foot, that might match as well. But as far as a release angle, like this right here, this is a perfect looking release. I like your legs are kicking forward a little bit. I like you have the high elbow, good trajectory. So overall it's looking pretty darn good. I would keep that up. So a drill that I really like to do for the delayed set point are those bounce ups. So I think if you go to my YouTube channel and just search bounce ups, you can find it. And all you gotta do is just bounce the ball up high above your head in front of you from 3-point line. Then you're gonna catch and spring into the jump shot. Now the whole key that you're wanting to do is you're wanting to get off the ground as quick as you possibly can. Pretend anytime the ball's in your hand, that turns the ground into hot lava. So you wanna pounce off of it as fast as you possibly can. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand back right about here. You're gonna bounce the ball up in front of you. It's gonna go above your head. Then you're gonna step into it as the ball's coming back down. So that's where you're doing your early footwork. And then you're springing early, and that'll give you a faster, or kind of that delayed set point. So your body's already in motion by the time you start to go into it. So give that a try. I bet that's gonna work for you. Let me know how it goes. All right, man, take care. All right, if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and then into the comment section down below that and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything off a request, so leave it down below and hopefully we get to it. And if you're new to ShotMechanics, you're going to want to do two things. Number one, click that subscription button down below because we put out videos every week and they're all going to get you better, I guarantee it. The second thing you're going to want to do is click the button above or the link in the description, get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This is a scoring workout that's probably going to change the way you think about your training, and it can increase your scoring average the very first time you use it. That's how powerful it is. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with ShotMechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.